Hey, this is Holly with Soleil Math. Juggling got a little better today, didn't it? Now I'm going to do some stats. Okay, this is 5.2 probability with and or. These are my sets of data, S, set, F, and G. This has a total number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this has 4. We're going to use that. So the probability, without the probability, F or G, we add these together, and these are all the numbers between these two. So the probability of F or G, and means we combine them both. That's not a problem. When it's or, we have to use the formula, probability F or G. Probability of F, which is 5 out of 12, plus the probability of G, which is 4 out of 12, minus the probability of F and G. So that means what's in both of these is 1 over 12. So if I have, this is 0.417 plus 0.333 minus 0.083. So that's your answer. You add these and subtract this one. So number 6. This means the probability that the numbers are in S but not in E. So the numbers that are in S and not in E are 10, 11, 20, and 21. So 10, 11, 20, and 21. The probability that it's that, this is 4 of them, and the total is 12. And that equals 0.333. This is continued. The standard deck of cards has 52 cards in it. What's the probability of selecting a queen from the deck? Is there are 13 suits, 52 total cards. So if we're looking at a queen or a 10, and then there's 4 10s. So when we're looking at that, we take both of them and we add them together and get probability of selecting a queen is, well, there's 4 queens. So 4 queens, this is the suits, out of 52. Plus 4 out of 52, 0.154. Then the probability of selecting, okay, the probability of a queen, this is 52. Probability of a 10, or the probability of a jack. So that's 13 over 52. Which is 0.231. So when it gets to probability selecting a 7 or a club, that means that you can't have a 7 of clubs. So you have to use the formula. These are separate. Queen, 10, those are all separate cards. This can be mixtures of cards where it is 7 of a club. So you have to follow this formula. So we're going to do P of F. Probability of getting a 7. Plus the probability of getting a club, which is 13. Minus the probability of getting a 7 of a club, which is 1. And if you put all that in the calculator, you're going to get 0.308. So just make sure if it's not separate events, you have to use this formula. So the driver's involved in a fatal crash. You have to get the totals of each column and the totals of each row that I have put right here. And then this is the total of this and this added together. So the probability of being normal is 30252, because that's the normal total, divided by the total 35267. That equals 0.858. Probability of daylight. You go down here and get this number, 16919 divided by 35267.48. It's probability of normal and daylight. We have to use the formula. So the probability of normal plus the probability minus the probability of both, which is right here, normal and daylight, came from right here, over the total, 25267. I already have these from here, so 0.858 plus 0.48 minus 0.421, and that equals 917.917. That was actually for or. When it's and, I just do normal and daylight. So this one is 14836 over 25267 equals 0.421. So technically, when you have all these done and it asks for this with or, you do this plus this minus that. So you already have them done. When it's dark and rain, I look for dark and rain is 695 over 25267, and that equals 0.421. No. No, wait. No, that's a smaller. Let me find that one. Do that again in the calculator. 0.02. Put 695 divided by that, and if you find if it's an unusual event, it's less than 0.05. So 0.02 is unusual event.